So welcome again to Masika's YouTube channel. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, I'm so happy today because I have a guest. And I'm going to ask her some questions and she will answer. So I believe that by answering we'll get to learn something from her. So thank you so much for being here, and if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome to Masika's YouTube channel. And please don't forget to like my video, leave a comment, and also subscribe. And the name of my sister, I call her a sister. She's my sister. The name of my sister is Kate, and I'm going to leave the link of her YouTube channel so that you can check her out. So thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for supporting me. So today we are going to talk about I'm going to ask Auntie Kate or Sis Kate few questions, and she will answer, and then I will give you my ideas. So thank you so much guys, and please help me by sharing the link of this video with your friends or with your brother or sister. So thank you so much guys, and I will give you a story about something, like I will tell you about something, and after that I will ask Auntie Kate or Sis Kate to answer some questions. So please keep on watching. So when I came here, almost everyone I was meeting was asking me 5 questions. The first one was, what is your name? How old are you? What are you doing here? Where are you coming from? And do you have a boyfriend? So I was like, okay, sometimes I will meet some people and they will ask me 5 questions, and some, like another day I can meet people, they will ask me 3 questions, but in those 3 questions there is always a question to know if I have a boyfriend. So I was like, maybe it is a must to have a boyfriend, and I'm here single, I'm dying single. And I'm single when it is just a must to have a boyfriend, because that was my first time to meet many people like asking if I have a boyfriend or not. So I was like, okay, I will just have to relax. And one day I went to school and my teacher asked me, she was asking me many questions, and she asked me, do you have a boyfriend? I said, no, I don't have a boyfriend, ma'am, because I'm 19. Because at that time when I came here, I was 19 years old. And I said, no, I don't have a boyfriend. And she was like, no, you are not young to have a boyfriend, because I have a girl who is 16 years old and she has a boyfriend. And sometimes the boyfriend can come home like to spend the weekend with us. I was like, what? Like the boyfriend, like I have a boyfriend and sometimes he has to come to my place to spend the weekend with the family. I was like, oh no, that one, it cannot happen. At back home where I'm coming from, they cannot allow that. So I was like, okay, I don't have to ask her many questions about that, because anyway, she's my teacher. So I just kept quiet. So today I'm going to ask Auntie or Sis Kate to answer like some questions that I would love to know. So the first question I'm going to ask you, Auntie or Sis Kate, so at what age do you think that a girl or a boyfriend, or a girl or a boy can start being in a relationship? So please explain to us.
So hi guys, my name is Kate and my channel is Homola's TV. If you want to know some tips or science and tips or some love advices or ideas about the long distance relationship, you can check out my channel at Homola's TV. And I would like to say thank you to Miss Masika Kaboyaya for inviting me to your channel. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So for the first question, which age, I think, in my own opinion, like what is the ideal age to start dating, if even a boy or a girl? So for me as a parent, I could say that the ideal age to start dating is about 18 years old and above. Not 11, not 12, or when they started like 13 years old because they're already teen. For me, it's still a little bit risky if you allow your kids to date someone or somebody or to date anywhere if they still have this 13 years old, they are still too young. They don't know nothing about love. Maybe they only felt some infatuation and it's not real love. I know when you will be 18 years old, you can still not feel that like it's real love because in that age you are still not thinking about your future. You're still not thinking what you must do. You're only thinking that you love someone, that you want this person. So for me, the ideal age to start dating is about 18 years old, only like for adventure, you know what I mean, if which kind of adventure is it. But as a parents, you must also educate your kids when they start dating, that you must give them some restrictions or limitations, that what to do and what not to do, especially in the Philippines. You know the situation in the Philippines, that the Filipinos are very conservative. So if the guy wants to date a girl or wants to go out somewhere with a girl, so the guy must ask the permission of the parents, because we Filipinos are very conservative. Unlike in US or in Europe, in the age of 11 or 12, so they are already allowed to have a boyfriend and a girlfriend. But for me, since I am a Filipina but I'm living here in Europe, I am not going to allow my daughter or allow my son to date in a young age. So that's my answer for the first question.
So thank you so much for your answer, and it is really clear because, for example, you are a girl and you are 15 years old, you are, I don't know, 16 or 17, you don't really know many things about love. Someone can just come and tell you, or a guy can just come and lie to you, this is promising you things. How can you believe? Okay, I'm not going to talk in a bad way, but it is really better to start loving or to start being in a relationship when you understand something that you're doing. You just don't have to say, okay, it is a relationship between me and my boyfriend, or yes, people are doing that. People are being in relationships, though. So why should I not be in a relationship? No, you have to understand, and you have to know why you are taking that decision of being with someone. Because if you're just going to be in a relationship because that is what you feel that you have to do, then my sister, one day you may cry. So please take your time, and when you feel that you are really ready and you know what you are going to do in that relationship and why is it important to you, then you can start being in a relationship, or you can keep on being in a relationship. So if you are in a relationship or you are dating someone and you don't know why you are really there and you don't really understand everything that is going on, please take a break. So Ate or Sis Kate, I'm going to ask you the second question. So do you think that kids or a girl or a boy can just go and ask the parent or tell the parent that I'm dating with this girl or I'm dating with this guy? Or should parents allow their kids to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend or to be in a relationship?
So, I think when the parents will allow the kids to date somebody or to have a relationship with somebody, it doesn't mean that they can already do what they want without being scared. It doesn't mean like that. So you as a parents, you must still talk to your kids sincerely. You must you must educate your kids. You must talk to them about sex. If especially the young teens, like women, if for example if she is only about 15 years old and she's already dating with a guy and they are going out somewhere, especially if you're going in night, you cannot avoid those things, that it will really happen. So you must educate, if you have a daughter, so you must really educate your daughter. You must talk to her what the things she must do and what are the things that she must avoid. And in some liberated countries, they're doing this. Because one of my friends is telling me that, yeah, when their kids, she has kids about 15 years old and she's already started dating with somebody. So she told me that when her kid left from home, she doesn't know that she's putting condom inside her bags. So she's putting condom everywhere because she's bringing like many bags, like one pocket or another pocket in the other bag. So she is putting this condom everywhere with her daughter. So for me guys, if your parents already allow you to date somebody, you must still think what will happen if you did this limitation from your parents. And in some cases like now, there are many cases like now that many young women, they got pregnant at a young age. So I think much better for you if you listen to your parents. What are the things that you must not do? And as a parent, you must also give them some restrictions, like if you did these things, so it's finished. I will not trust you anymore. So if she did these things, if he or she did these things, that means that you will not allow him or you will not allow her anymore to get a boyfriend or girlfriend in her or in his young age.
If you don't have the courage to go and tell your mother, I'm in a relationship, or father, I have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, please do take care of yourself. Do things which are really important to you. Maybe you are a student. Just focus on your studies, because by doing things that may not help you, you may just destroy yourself. I always say it here on YouTube, like if you have things that you are doing and you know they will not make you to gain something good, just leave them. I know it can be hard, and I'm not judging, I'm just saying. And if you know you cannot maybe tell your father that I have a boyfriend. Yes, me, I never told my father that I have a boyfriend. I never. And I don't know if I will if I will do it one day, like, Papa, I have a boyfriend. No, I never say that to my father. But if I have a boyfriend, I will just go and tell my mother, and my mother can give me some, can advise me. She can just advise me some advices and say, this is what you have to do, this is how you have to behave, and you too, you have to do that. If you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, just go and tell your mother. Maybe this one can tell you, no, maybe it is not yet time, maybe you have to focus on your studies, because I know you may not do two things at the same time. Maybe you may not focus on your studies and focus on your relationship. So just choose your studies, focus first on your studies, then after you can have a boyfriend. So always talk to your mother. So Sis Kate, thank you so much again for your answer. And my other question is, so as a mother or as someone who is already married, what can you give us, what can you advise us, what can you tell us? How did you know that your boyfriend, not your boyfriend, at that time he was your boyfriend, right? How did you know that he was the one for you? Like, okay, we are dating, this is my boyfriend, and coming up to that level or that stage of saying, oh, this is the one for me. How did you know that?
So as a wife, what are the things that made me know that my husband is really the one for me? Well, I've been in a relationship for about 2 years. So firstly, we met in the online dating site. Yeah, we get along together, and then we decided to meet in person. So after 4 months of talking through internet, through online, after 4 months, we already meet each other. And okay, after we meet, we are sharing some ideas. We are sharing our future, what we must do, what we must not do, what are the process that we are going to do, just to bring me to his country. And during that 2 years of a relationship, I really know that he's really the one for me, because he is very consistent. Like, he's very consistent to his effort. He's very consistent. He's every time messaging me every day. If even that there are some days that he cannot talk to me, so he's telling me that, yeah, okay, baby, I cannot talk to you like this, but I'm sending you hugs and kisses like this, sending me some videos, just to let me feel that he's still with me if even we're not talking. So during that 2 years of a relationship, also, the things that made me realize that he's really the one, because of our communication. So communication is very important if you are in a long distance relationship. Communication is the key for a successful relationship. So it's very effective, guys. If you're in a long distance relationship, You must be consistent to your effort. Communication must be there always. And if you have some arguments, you have some things that you don't understand or you don't agree both, so do not allow that the day will finish if you were not okay together. So I think that's the thing that I made me know that my husband is really the one for me. And also, we still live together after 2 years of a long distance relationship. We still live together. We still did not get married. Much better if you still live together to know better the attitude of each other.
So communication, yes, you should always communicate. You should always talk to each other often, like every time, like always, if I can say. So maybe your boyfriend or even you, maybe you are a girlfriend and you know that you are busy. You are not going to say, okay, I'm not going to do my activities because I have to communicate with my boyfriend. No, you have to focus on what you are doing, and you can just tell him or her that I'm busy now, so we may talk later. So always do that. So the last question is, so what can we do so that we can come up with a successful relationship? Yes, you said we can have communication. So what is other advice, or what else can we do so that we can be happy in our relationships?
So the advice that I can give to someone who is in a relationship, and if you want your relationship to be successful, and if you want your long distance relationship to be successful, so trust is very important, especially the girls. The girl are getting paranoid if her partner in a distance is, like, for example, there are some days that her partner didn't message her, didn't call her, or didn't make a video call to her. So the girls are getting paranoid if what their partner doing when he is not messaging to her. So the trust is very important, guys. If you're in a relationship, or if you are in a long distance relationship, and if you want a long distance relationship that can lead into marriage, trust is very important. If you know that your partner is already serious to you, if he's already planning for your future, much better for you also if you have already goals for your relationship. Yeah, I mean, like, if you have the same goals for your relationship, that would be successful, guys. And lastly is communication. Like what I've said earlier, communication is also very important in a relationship. Like, if you feel bad that day, it's not like you're going to sit down in the corner and being silent there and not talking to your partner, which is not good. I did that before, so it's really not working. It can only lead into very big arguments. Much better if you communicate always to your partner, guys. So during this communication, if, for example, if you hate him or if you hate her that day, communication is very important. Explain to him what the things that he did that you really don't like, and what the things she did to you that you really don't like also. And it's very important to communicate, especially to each other. Very important to communicate to your partner, because through communication, it can build more stronger relationship.
So if you are angry at your boyfriend, you don't have to keep it to yourself. You don't have to say, okay, I'm not going to talk to him, or I'm not going to talk to her because of what he did or because of what she did. So you have to always communicate. You have to always talk about things that are going on in your relationship. So thank you so much, Sis Kate, and thank you so much for watching my video. Those who are watching this video, thank you so much for supporting me, and thank you so much for watching. So that is all for our video today. Keep on supporting me, keep on watching my videos, and bye bye. See you in my other video.